In 1979, the World Bank issued a report targeting Chinese policy towards industrial pollution. The report stated that hundreds of thousands of premature deaths and incidents of serious respiratory illness has been caused by exposure to industrial air pollution. In a 2007 article about China's pollution problem, the New York Times stated that environmental degradation is not so severe. With such stark domestic and international repercussion, the pollution poses not only a major long-term burden on the Chinese public, but also a acute political challenge to the ruling Communist Party. Recently, air pollution in China has become an even more heated topic in society. The small particle in the air forms white thick smog, often referred as wumai, covering almost everything in the city and can block transportation for hours. If one were to Google smog, the word smog in China is one of the first words that pops up. In an article by Wall Street Journal, business people who plan to travel to China are advised to avoid major cities like Beijing and Shanghai. If they can, the article recommended many products, including masks and vacuum robot that moves around the house and suck up the pollution in the air. According to the research, sales of air purifiers has nearly quadrupled in China over the last 5 years. Many products has emerged because of the rising needs for clean air. For example, Bangor has developed air-band filters for around $29. The device feeds purified air through a breathing tube and claim it can filter 99% of the PM 2.5 particles. Last year, several Tsinghua University alum created So Clean, the charm that can be worn as a necklace or paint or color to clean the air around the person's face. The technology is based on ionization, which reduces particles in the air. According to the company, PM 2.5 levels can be reduced as much as 99%. The device costs around $120, which is relatively expensive. So what is this notorious smoke? According to Wikipedia, smoke is a portmanteau of the word smoke and frog to refer smoky frog. This kind of visible air pollution is composed of nitrogen oxides, sulfur oxides, ozone, smoke or particulates, among others. Less visible pollutants include carbon monoxide, CFCs, and radioactive sources. Man-made smoke is derived from coal emissions, vehicular emissions, industrial emissions, forest and agriculture fires, and photochemical reaction of these emissions. Smoke can be measured by different chemistry or PM 2.5, short for particulate matters, 2.5 micrometers or less, and they're small enough to invade even the smallest airways. According to this graph, the particles can have diameters smaller than a virus. Human hair is very big compared to these. The larger ones will be deposited into the lawn, and that's the biggest worry. But recent scientific evidence shows that when the particles are small enough, they go into the bloodstream and can be directly transported into the brain. Air pollution is a problem for much of the developing world and is believed to kill more people worldwide than AIDS, malaria, breast cancer, or tuberculosis. Airborne particle matters is especially detrimental to health, and it has previously been estimated to cause between 3 and 7 million deaths every year, primarily by creating or worsen cardiorespiratory systems. Particular sources include electronic power plants, industrial facilities, automobiles, biomass burning, and fossil fuels used in homes and factories for heating. In China, air pollution was previously estimated to contribute 1.2 to 2 million deaths annually. At the same time, a new generation of Chinese is trying to make a change. Here I interview my friend who is a student in environmental policy. Let's hear what she thinks about this worldwide environmental issue.
Hi, my name is Shelley. I'm currently a second-year master's student in International Affairs at the Penn State University. I focus on environment, energy, and sustainable development. I grew up near Beijing, that's the capital of China, and I came to the States 6 years ago for college. When I returned home the summer following my freshman year in college, I realized that there's a gray layer of smog that would cover the sky and block the sun even on sunny days. And that has never occurred to me until I had seen the differences between the United States and China. So then, after I went back to school as a sophomore, I decided to study environmental science to understand how nature works and what I can do to improve the environment. I learned that China isn't alone in having bad air quality problem, and the United States has been there a few decades ago as well. Based on the experience of countries that have recovered from bad air quality, having public awareness is necessary to bring about environmental legislation. And we also need strong enforcement mechanisms to make sure the laws and policies would work and that those people or industries that pollute the air can get punished for what they do. In the future, I see myself contribute to making a world that is greener and cleaner, and I am spreading the hope and actions that can bring us to a better future.